This is the Sebo Softcase BP60, the latest at the time of filming this in 2023 in cordless upright vacuum cleaner technology from Sebo, that German bunch who make reliable, decent stuff. This one is not ours to keep. It has very kindly been sent to us to be able to do some videos, to have a look over it, to see it in action by ManchesterVacs, the lovely chaps who you know very well from my channel and their forums with all of the lovely refurbished posts on there for myself and others. Yes, they sent me this down so that I could show it to everybody now and hopefully complement their range of videos on their own YouTube channel. So link down below to the ManchesterVacs / Sebo shops, because it is sort of drifting into Sebo territory now over there, and you'll see a lot more videos on this machine. But for now, we're going to take the opportunity to do one of our usual close looks, have a look at everything on the thing, and then possibly turn it on and have a look. Let's see what we've got. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? Yes, we look like a dealer, don't we? With the vintage Sebo sign that we got from Barton's, and in fact it's down here, you can't see it yet. The Sebo rug from Barton's as well. Yeah, what better way to showcase, literally at the time of filming this, the newest cordless vacuum cleaner I think there is. I mean, Dyson are about to launch their probably 4th refresh of the V10 design. This is completely new. I don't think it's copied anything. It is Sebo designed, Sebo built, Sebo everything really. And yeah, here are some very familiar things about it. So let's get a bit closer and have a look. We'll start at the top. And the top is very familiar Sebo. They have kept the family DNA with this cord hook thing design, although again, I said cord hook whilst realising that obviously this is a cordless machine. Yeah, you have your standard handle, and whilst your cable would come out there and snap at that join, there's this little lever thing under here. You pull that down, and flick this off, and you get that little latch there. So not quite sure what that's for at the time of reading this. Haven't actually read a manual yet. This arrived, we are filming. So yes, we have our handle. Next thing we need to do is to undo the soft case bag, which opens up slightly like so. I don't want to push it too hard. And this is where we find our inner bag. There's a clip, and then the bag comes off here, and it's a very different design of bag connector. Yes, this is a used bag. We do not have a clean bag, so there'll be no airflow shenanigans. This thing's going to have to cope with what it's got. And then yeah, in here, look, those 2 screws there are for this handle, which just goes through the top of the bag. I'll probably film taking it apart, box it back up and send it back to them when we're done. So yeah, the handle then screws onto this back spine and becomes part of the whole thing. We've also got given some stuff, and I think we should possibly sidetrack a little bit to have a smell of these. Yeah, the Sebo dealer sent us some fancy air fresheners. This is the English Garden scented capsules. Very nice indeed. So, open this up. I think the last ones I had were the Halloween ones, and they were very nice as well. Ooh. Smells very rose. Smells of roses. That's very nice. I guess the instructions say for fresh scent when vacuuming, keep out of reach of children. Well, yeah, that's a fairly good way to get a fresh scent whilst vacuuming, I guess. So let's pop it in the bag, and I think because I don't want it to sit against anything and cause damage, we shall plop that in there, and then you align the bottom of this with the bottom of that part, and click it on, and that is your bag fixed onto place. The second thing we got, look, and I love these pens, my one ran out, the Sebo shop pen, very good quality pen from a very good quality dealer. And then he sent this little tiny screwdriver down, which I don't think is part of the machine, although if it is, comment down below. You probably asked him before the video, but I'm going to pop that back into there so I can send it back when we put this machine back home. Oh, and then, just a case, and again, this is very new, so I'm not going to force it too much. There we go. Our bag is done up. How lovely. The only real thing to note on this is a difficult machine to film. It's like black. It's really, really black. And it absorbs all the light. They have some orange levers. That one's quite familiar. That's the recline pedal. We know what that does. This one, however, releases the gigantic, gargantuan battery. This thing doesn't weigh a lot without the battery. It's the same as my pneumatic doesn't without it. Yes, this is a pretty hefty 25 watt rechargeable battery. Recharges with a very familiar looking 4-pin 30 volt type connector. But yeah, this thing is huge and provides all the runtime that this thing needs. I think we can even push the I button and see that yes, we have full charge. I might leave that out for a minute because it certainly lightens this machine up a treat. And again, that's inside of there, although it will absorb all the light in the sun and you'll never see it anyway. Let's have a look at the bottom part. Now, as we get underneath, this is where the familiarity does start to kick in. Yeah, we have our recline pedal, which only actuates one side of the wheel axle, but I guess that's all it needs. It doesn't weigh a lot compared to the cordial ones. Hopefully it tucks up. It's dirty. Here we have a sort of blockage release valve, and it looks like you just go straight for this and pull, but you don't. There is, randomly, a screw. So let's pop that screw off. And then do the last thread. Come on. There we go. Oh, what's underneath door number 2? Well, yeah, now we can see, look, our blockage cleaning path. And blimey, that is a huge air path. If anything gets stuck in there, you're probably using this wrong. That's very nice to see. And obviously that then goes into all of the airflow and the suction fan. Because yes, this has a suction fan. This is, I think, I'm right in saying, basically a cordless Hoover Junior, Hoover Turbo Power Junior, we could probably say, which is cool indeed. On the side we have our height control knob, which just literally cycles around, up and down with our, again, very familiar centre wheels. Plastic base plate on here, which again, you can remove the 3 screws, being Sebo. This is very easy to take apart and maintain. So yeah, there we go. Oh, look, there we go. Look. We do have a little bit of dirt building up. It does that on all of these type of strips here. So yeah, it's going to be pretty easy to keep this thing nice. You can even take the end cap off. Ooh, take your pretty much normal, lovely, stiff Sebo brush roll out and yeah, have access to everything that you would want on this machine. In fact, I'm actually wondering if now might be a fair time to check the suction, because this machine has no tools. There is literally nothing on this machine that it can do bar clean floors, and I guess that's fine. Doesn't need a lot of airflow, but right here we can test it. So I'm going to get the battery quickly, pop him back in, and then there are buttons on here which we'll come to in a bit. It's okay, actually. It doesn't set the world on fire, but equally it doesn't need to. It'll be the perfect balance of enough airflow to whip the dirt away and then leaving enough voltage to drive the hefty motor that's going to be needed for this, and obviously run it for a long time. There's only one setting on this machine. There's no speed control, there's no brush roll on-off switch. There's literally just an on-off button and that's it. Oh, I'm just going to tweak these screws back in. We don't want to go too far on it. There we go. And yeah, that's it really, bar this power button on the side. Now, it took me a little bit to get it used to. I'm still not quite sure I get what they're doing, especially when they could have just put in a micro switch there, off, on, off, on. No, what it is this switch here, which as you can see, and this is a demonstrator machine, it's a little bit scuffed, you know. They've had the old size 12s on, showing this to all the customers, but yeah, you just push it down. And you always have to push it in or stamp on it. I don't know really. You know, it's okay. You can take it off, give it a kick, recline the machine, and we're on setting 4. That's no good. There we go. Having that full-size big boy Sebo brush roll in there is amazing. I mean, we're going to stick with the Sebo rug on our Sebo theme and try some sand. Agitates and grooves so flipping well. That is amazing. And it's not even on it specifically designed and branded mat in audio that's built specifically to work as well as possible either. It loves this awful rug too. In fact, that's probably the perfect camera shot to get you in nice and close. You might see the track marks on this thing. That's the setting 1. The Sebo Softcase BP60 is pretty flipping excellent on the carpet. It's amazing really what just a good brush roll could do to any cleaner really. The only question really now is how is it on hardcore? So we have some sawdust and we have the machine. I don't know what setting to put it on because either isn't very good from playing about with it before filming. If we start on setting 2 and I come this way, it's probably going to flick stuff out the back. Let me demonstrate. Ooh. Flicking stuff out of the back, and unfortunately that's because on setting 2, definitely, but on setting 3, it lifts that rubber strip up off the hard floor. So you have to have it in setting 1, which means that the brush roll hits the floor. Yeah, its forte is definitely carpeting, but it does hard floors well enough. Yeah, that would be all you'd need, I guess. It's just a shame you can't turn the brush roll off on it. Never mind. Last thing that I want to do is clean upstairs, because upstairs in my house has a thinner, more, commercially suitable kind of carpet because it's cheap rental, and this loves it. Well, I am incredibly impressed. Oh my goodness, look at the state of this rug as well. Oh, you see, it's just that easy. There we go. Yeah, this is amazing. For carpets, it's okay for hard floor. Obviously it's pretty useless for above the hard floor. I don't know really, I'm absolutely torn again. You know, I don't think it should have a physical on-off switch at all. Why is it not just a micro switch? Off the back of this, click, on it all goes. It needs a brush roll on-off switch. I don't know if you can tell, look, but on the top of there is a sort of blanking plate as such. And I mean, maybe it could have had a speed control if we open up the bag. Oh, perfect angle here with the sun anyway. I mean, you know, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Beep. For them to just have a bit of housing there connecting to all of this behind here. Hey. And you know, there's your speed control, or your brush roll control. I don't think it needs speed control. I think, you know, it's certainly very powerful enough as it is. The brush roll doing a lot of the work. Oh, hello. There's a little bag that I picked up from the sand from earlier. Oh, bless it. Yeah, but brand new shiny vacuum cleaner. It's still covered in static. Bless its little heart. But I think that will do for today. We have used one notch on the battery, and if I take the bag out, pop these scales down and turn them on so they're zero, with that on we can work out that, oh, put that over, our dust bag with its about a quarter full weighs 378 grams. Let's just pop that back in there. Why does that matter? Well, stay tuned for the next video, because we're going on a little trip. I can't just stay here with this thing. Oh, no. I'm off out later. We'll see if that 373 grams perhaps gets a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go and charge this back up now, like so. Oh, look, it's flashing at me. And we'll see if that goes up. Yeah, I'm going to give this a charge, and I, and this, and some other fun things. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.